everyone, it's Rachel, and in this video I'll be showing you what we received in the August Sophie and Toffee Premium Elves box, as well as showing you how to make a Northern Lights inspired USB that also glows in the dark. Nearly all of the materials I used to make this came in the box, and I think it turned out super cute. So in the premium box we received an 8GB USB along with the silicone seals, epoxy resin, white UV resin, a dolphin figurine, a mountain silicone mould, a cube silicone mould, a small mountains mould, black pigment dye, holographic star glitter, 2 glow-in-the-dark pigment powders, a syringe, blank bales, and then the premium add-ons were the UV gloss resin and an Aurora pigment dye set. So to begin making my USB, I'm taking some UV resin just for this tutorial because it's quicker to use when I'm filming, but you can definitely use the epoxy resin that came in the box. I poured some out along with the black pigment dye and then I mixed them together really well. I then poured it into the smaller mountain mould and then I placed the silicone seal on top, which will give the USB a place to stick into. I cured it with a UV light and then in the sun because I'm using UV resin, and then I popped it out of the mould. If you have any excess like I did here on the sides, you can trim them off with scissors, or you can also sand them off with some fine wet and dry sandpaper. To add the snow to the mountains, use some white acrylic paint and then lightly brush it onto the tallest peaks and then allow the paint to dry. Now place the mountains into the rectangle mould and it should fit nice and snug. I actually forgot to place in the silicone seal into the USB slot when I made mine, but you can push it into the bottom of the mountain so that the resin can't get inside. I then made my Aurora mixture with the green glow-in-the-dark powder and the green pigment dye. I then made the sky mixtures using the blue and purple pigment dyes. I went ahead and poured each of these into the mould, beginning with the green Northern Lights and pouring these lower, closer down to the mountains. Then using a toothpick, I placed in some of the holographic stars that came in the box, and then I cured the resin under a UV light. And of course, if you're using the 2-part epoxy resin, you'll want to leave it overnight to cure. Once the piece had fully hardened, I popped it out of the mould. I then wanted to dome each side to make it extra shiny, and I noticed that my glitter placement before wasn't exactly the best, so I actually made up a glitter mix using some of the hollow stars and also some other hollow glitter that I had, and I simply brushed this onto each face of the rectangular prism. I mainly focused it on the sky and I kept clear of the mountains, where instead I just added on some clear resin, and then of course I cured the resin under the UV light. It's now time to secure in the USB, so go ahead and add some resin into the little slot that we made in the base of the mountains and then position it in. Cure the resin with a UV light while holding the USB in place, and then I actually also decided to add a layer around the base of it to help hold it in place. And then that's everything for this tutorial. This is what my finished Aurora USB looks like using the supplies from the August Sophie and Toffee Premium Elves box. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for lots more crafty videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!